Good morning, Gators. It's great to be here. I'm JJ, and this is UHD at the Movies. On this show, we critique films, specifically UHD library DVDs, that you can rent right here in the main building, just 2 floors above us. We will also discuss recent films and upcoming movies, as well as actor profiles. Everyone, please remember to follow and support the various UHD iRadio social media pages. We're on Instagram, instagram.com/UHD iRadio. We're on Twitter, twitter.com/UHD iRadio. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/UHD iRadio. And you can find us on TikTok. So the first film that we're going to take a look at today is a UHD library DVD. You can get it right here at the library. And the name of the movie is Gremlins. Now, I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to make Gremlins the Christmas movie or more of like a Halloween movie. So I guess it just kind of falls somewhere in between. I had wanted to review it for the Christmas time, but I think what we're going to do is just look at it more so as like an October Halloween type movie. All right, so Gremlins' opening scene was filmed in Burbank, California. And Joe Dante directed the 1984 film. He is best known for The Howling and Piranha. The Howling is a werewolf film that has spawned multiple sequels, and Piranha has since been remade in 2010 by a French director, André Aja. The plot of Gremlins is a man brings home a small and unique creature that comes with a set of rules. Now, there are 3 very specific rules, and the first is, don't let them get near light. They are very photosensitive. Don't get them wet. And also, don't feed the creatures after midnight. One of the things that I never really understood about this last rule is, when is it safe to resume feeding the animals if you're not supposed to feed them until midnight? And what's actually pretty funny is, in the Gremlins sequel, they have a group of people who are sitting discussing the ins and outs about feeding the creature after midnight. And they're asking questions like, well, what if he has a caraway seed stuck in his teeth and he accidentally swallows it after midnight? And all of these specifics. The second Gremlins was great because it poked a lot of holes in the plot of the first Gremlins, and then it was a really great movie. And actually, upon watching this one, the first one again, I think I might like the second one more. So the main person named the main person in the movie is a teenager. Well, actually, I think he's in his early 20s, named Billy, and he's played by Zach Galligan. Now, in the film, Randall, his father, played by Hoyt Axton, brings home a mogwai for his son Billy, and that's the whole thing. The creature is something that he gets from a resale shop, and he has to kind of trick the man's son into selling him the animal. The guy didn't want to originally sell the animal, but Billy's father kind of talks them into it. So they end up naming the animal Gizmo, because he's smart, and also because Billy's father is an inventor who makes gizmos, things like that. Gizmo is definitely a highly recognizable and an emblematic figure of the film Gremlins. In the second Gremlins movie, they even make a joke about how marketable Gizmo is. Kind of going back to what I said about how the first movie really kind of rips into that second movie. And if you get a chance to see either Gremlin movies, I would recommend them both. The first one is available right here at the library at UHD. And just a little bit of background info about the second film. Dante and Spielberg both hated the scripts that were coming in as proposed sequels for the Gremlins film. What they mainly hated was the fact that it was just a retelling of the original film. So after some years, the studio finally insisted that Dante can go ahead and write whatever he wants, no matter how fantastical. The film got a $50 million budget. Now, if you compare that to the original film's $11 million, that's a pretty big jump that's, almost 5 times the amount. Now, unfortunately, the sequel did not live up to the hype of the original film. And I think that they probably waited too long for the sequel. So all the hype around the film had died down. I think that's really unfortunate. But, I mean, the Gremlins sequel is still around and you can still rent it if you'd like. So on the DVD special features for the original Gremlins, what's pretty interesting is Steven Spielberg is actually one of the main producers of Gremlins, and he actually has his name over the Gremlins title. It says presented by Steven Spielberg. I thought that was pretty interesting. Gremlins is, this is a quote from Spielberg. Gremlins is sort of a gremlin and his boy story, and it's a picture about something that could probably happen in real life, but they kind of wish parts of the movie will happen and other parts of the movie will never happen to us. So to kind of break that down, you want the cute mogwais, you want to have one for a pet, they're adorable, but you don't want to get it wet and then have it start creating these weird little gremlin creatures that take over the city. This isn't really a horror film, but a mix of genres, and I think that's why this film is so iconic and unique, is the genre mixing and blending. I kind of see Gremlins as a bit of an ode to B-movies due to the way the creatures are in the film. It's like a kind of a love letter to B-movies from Steven Spielberg and Joe Dante. Another thing that I noticed about this movie is that the town square there is actually the same universal lot that the Back to the Future films were also made on. I thought that was pretty fascinating. In the opening shot of the film, you can actually see the Hill Valley Courthouse to the right on the screen. Actress Phoebe Cates was actually frightened by the Gremlins, and she thought that they were creepy and scary. She also decided to just steer clear of the puppets while she was on set. Joe Dante wanted to make a movie that can show you only what you can see in a cinema. By that, he means he wants his films to offer something unique and interesting, not something that you see in real life every day. If you'd like to watch it, you can rent the Gremlins movie right here at the UHD DVD library on floor 5.